The Utah Jazz are in shambles, and they got Rudy Gobert thinking he could clamp Shaq.
Stop it. Get some help.
The Jazz need a lot of help, so let's start off with some trades. The first one is sending Rudy Gobert and 2 first-round picks to the Hawks for Clint Capella and Gallinari. This would be a fantastic trade for the Utah Jazz because they're getting off Rudy Gobert's contract and getting back a defensive-minded center that's way cheaper. Plus, they're getting Gallinari, who they could buy out, and then they could target other guys in free agency that could improve their perimeter defense. As for the Hawks, they are taking on a risk with Rudy Gobert being on such a massive contract, but they are pretty much guaranteeing a top 10 defense. Plus, the cherry on top is that they're getting 2 first-round picks. Trade number 2 is sending Rudy Gobert to the Charlotte Hornets for Gordon Hayward. I don't really see this trade happening because I'm pretty sure Utah Jazz fans hate Gordon Hayward. And as for the Charlotte Hornets, I'd rather them go for younger pieces than trading for a guy like Rudy Gobert. Trade number 3 is sending Donovan Mitchell to the Miami Heat for Tyler Hero. Even though I think it's very unlikely that Donovan Mitchell will be traded, it is possible, especially if he requests a trade. Giving Tyler Hero the keys to the franchise, I think Tyler Hero could break out for the Utah Jazz. He would have the ball full time now, and I think he could average 25 points and potentially become an all-star. The Jazz would also get 2 first-round picks, and as for the Miami Heat, getting a guy like Donovan Mitchell who can create his own shot and is a certified bucket would be great for the Miami Heat. Here's my shopping list of free agents the Jazz should target. The Jazz need defense, and a guy I think they should sign is Derrick Jones Jr. He is a great perimeter defender, and he would improve their perimeter defense a lot. He's been a great defender for the Miami Heat and Portland Trailblazers. Another guy I think the Jazz should target is DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright has been a great backup point guard for Trae Young, and he's been bringing the defense off the bench, which I love. He would be a great pickup for him, and I think they could snag him for like $5 million a year. Notable free agents to bring back is Hassan Whiteside and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They should pick up Nickeil Alexander's player option, and they should keep Hassan Whiteside because Hassan Whiteside brings the defense, and he is a great backup big in this league. Even though, yeah, he's not the best backup big in the league, he still has value, and I think a lot of teams are going to want him, and I think the Jazz should try to keep him. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a lot about this draft. I do know the top prospects and all, but as it goes down the line, past the lottery, I don't know much. And the Jazz are probably gonna have a late first round pick or a second round pick. So instead of giving them a player that they should target, I'm gonna give them a player build that they should target. A perfect example is a guy like Herb Jones. Herb Jones was a second round pick. He's a 6'7" forward/guard, and he is a defensive monster. If the Jazz can find a guy like that, similar to how the Pelicans found him in the second round, this would be a steal and a perfect fit for the Jazz. Don't care about a guy that can shoot threes. Get a defender, get a defensive-minded player, and hopefully you can develop his jumper later. I mean, you guys have shooters all over the place. You don't need another shooter. We're trying to pass the evil Skip Bayless in subscribers, so please subscribe.